Hello, my name is Bobby, and in this video we're going to be covering the Connectors feature of ScriptRunner Connect. Connectors is the feature that we give you to give you the ability to create connections to the tools in your software ecosystem. Once you've created those connections, you can then build your custom scripted integrations, which gives you the ability to make your entire software ecosystem more interconnected, powerful, and unique for your business needs. With connectors, we have two types of connectors available. The first is managed connectors, and the second is generic connectors. Managed connectors are connections to a number of tools that we have built in-app support for to give you a guided setup instruction process on how to connect to that particular tool. Generic connectors is our one-size-fits-all option. We know we could add support for 1,000 tools in ScriptRunner Connect, but that won't cover everyone's use cases or business needs. For example, a company may have a custom third-party tool that they use that they want to include in their integration solution. Generic connection gives you the ability to connect to that and any other tool that we don't natively support. Whilst being a little bit more manual, it supports any API connection that supports HTTP REST APIs and supports the three most common authentication methods, which is basic, token header, or OAuth 2.0. In this video, we're going to be focused on the managed connections, how you can create them, what that process looks like, and then how you can use them in ScriptRunner Connect. We'll cover generic connectors in a separate video. With managed connections, you get two main features. The first is a guided setup process that takes you through the steps to connect to that product, step by step, so there's no guesswork involved. Very much a process that you can follow all the way through to create a connection to that tool. The second, as the name suggests, is we manage that connection for you going forward. Any system that tool has to keep your token alive, refreshed, we will use to make sure that that connection stays authenticated and active, so you can then go and use that connection throughout ScriptRunner Connect without worrying about whether it's being authenticated or not. So how do we create connectors? So as you can see, I'm logged into ScriptRunner Connect here now. I could select the option from the dashboard to create a connector straight away, or I can go to the connectors menu option here to go to the connector management screen. As you can see, I'm connected to not only a number of different tools, but different instances in those tools. So I have all of these connections ready and available for me to use when I build my solutions. But for now, I want to create a new one. So I go to the top right to select Create New. And this pops up, which shows me all of the tools that we have options available for. Other than the generic option here, every logo you see is a tool that we support a managed connection for. So I want to connect to Jira Cloud. So I can select Jira Cloud here and give it a name, Jira Connector Demo, and then select Authorize. When I select Authorize, that begins the process, the unique process of connecting to Jira Cloud. So when I select Authorize, we get a new modal, and this takes us through that process. So for Jira Cloud, we have 3 steps, 2 of which are optional. The first is to define a service account email. So it's important to note that when I'm creating this connector, it will be creating it under the permissions and credentials of the person I'm currently logged in as, so i.e. me. But if I don't want ScriptRunner Connect to make changes under my name, I can always define a service account email for it to make changes under, so then that it can then be shown as, for example, ScriptRunner Connect integration in Jira itself. But for now, I'm going to ignore this step. This step is an important one because it is applicable not only to Jira, but also other tools as well. With Jira Cloud APIs, there is a large array of scopes. You cannot create a single app to cover every scope across all of the Jira Cloud options. It currently doesn't support that. So what we have done is we have built our own app that covers the most common use cases. But if you wanted to cover a more unique niche use case that we don't cover, or you wanted to reduce the scopes for security purposes, you can build your own self-managed app, and the wizard will take you through the process of exactly how to do that. We have exactly the same process in step for other tools, for example, the Microsoft Graph API. But for this case, I'm just going to use the default one, then I select Authorize. This will then take me through to the Atlassian API site, where I choose the URL that I want to grant access to under my credentials. So rbailey.demo.atlassian.net, click Accept. This will then bring me back to ScriptRunner Connect, where I can then reconfirm the URL, rbailey.demo.atlassian.net, click confirm and save. And that is it. I'm now done, connected to Jira Cloud and ready to include Jira Cloud in my integration solutions in under a minute. To show you how this can be used or how this looks for other tools, I'm also going to connect it to ServiceNow. So we'll go through that same process. Create new, select ServiceNow, ServiceNow connector demo, and select authorize, which then begins the ServiceNow unique process. So you can see, as you would expect, this looks different. We're going to follow this process through really quickly. So enter the ServiceNow URL. As you go through this process, any links that you need to access are given to you. So I can select the application registry link here, go and create a new one, OAuth API endpoint for external clients with these values. So let's go and do that. New endpoint for external clients. And we have name, redirect URL, token lifespan, and logo URL. So let's pop those in. And then we select submit. Go back to ScriptRunner Connect to the next step. Next step is to go back onto the client we just created to get the client ID and client secret. So let's get those. Client ID is this one. And client secret is here. Go next, select authorize. This will then take us to ServiceNow to confirm that we're giving permission for ScriptRunner Connect to access this particular ServiceNow instance with our credentials. Click allow. This will then take you back to ScriptRunner Connect where you can see this connection is now authorized, save, and done. So in a few minutes, I have connections to Jira Cloud and to ServiceNow, and I'm ready to go and create my integrations between those tools. So how do we then go and apply those connectors to a solution? If I want to use a template with a setup guide, all I need to do is go to the templates, select a template that's relevant to me. So given the two tools I've just connected to, I'm going to select the ServiceNow filter and choose to sync ServiceNow instance with Jira Cloud issues, or create an incident with ServiceNow when an issue is created in Jira Cloud. I'm going to select this one. So you can see here we have Jira incoming and an outgoing Jira and ServiceNow. So when I select this template and I confirm, given the README, what it does, that I'm happy with this, I go to create a workspace, give it my name, setup guide demo, make sure the setup guide is selected and click create. This will then take me through to the setup guide view where I can begin to set this particular templated integration up. So you can see here I have to define the connectors. So there are two connectors involved, both Jira Cloud and ServiceNow. I can select the ServiceNow connector that I just created. I could also select the Jira Cloud connector that I just created, or if I dove straight into the template, I can create one from here. Just to show you what that looks like. Again, so if I saw this connector demo 2 and select authorize, then we just go through exactly the same process, Jira Cloud to connect again in under 15 seconds. Once I find my URL, accept, come back, confirm, and save. So as you can see now, we have both of our connectors connected to this template. When you go to the next page for API connections, this particular template has two outbound in terms of ServiceNow and Jira Cloud. So you'll see the outbound connections listed here. And then if you continue on to triggers, you will see that we use also that Jira Cloud connector so that when you go to create this trigger, any URLs in the instructions will be guided to the instance that we created that connection to. So everything is set up and ready for you to go. So that is how you create a managed connection in ScriptRunner Connect, and then how you can easily and quickly use that managed connection to select a template and create your integration with the product. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great rest of the day.